Okay, so you're probably confused about the title, The Merry-Go-Round Effect of AOC. The merry-go-round effect is basically just a different explanation of corruption. Sidra, you want to try to explain the merry-go-round effect, or you want me to try to give it a snapshot here?
I can try and explain it.
But you came up with the merry-go-round effect. So,
Give me the microphone.
you go.
So picture your old school merry-go-round in a park. Not the one with the horses at an amusement park, but the simple one that you have to, run around and spin. So some regular person decides they want to run for public office. They've something's going on in their neighborhood, in their city, in their town they don't like. They're gonna run for Congress or Senate so they can fix it. So the whole time that they're running, they're trying to get on the merry-go-round. And they can see the merry-go-round's going at a steady pace. So they campaign, they get the people behind them, they win the election, they make it on the merry-go-round. But once they get on the merry-go-round, they realize that the very slow speed they saw when they were not on it is not the case. It's actually fast. And it's getting faster. So much so they need to hold on so they can stay on. But the problem is, the faster the merry-go spins, the harder it is to hold on. And slowly your grip lessens and you get flung off. So being on the merry-go-round is akin to maintaining the goals and values that you had when you campaigned and were elected. For example, if you're Bernie Sanders, when you get on the merry-go-round and you hold on, you maintain your want for livable wage, equal pay for women, women's rights, Medicare for all, free public college. You hold on to those. And as it spins faster and your grip starts to loosen as it starts to pull you off, that is the establishment whittling away at your values and your resolve. So Bernie Sanders, he's still on the merry-go-round. He's been on there for a long time. And not only is he holding on with his grip of his hands, he's got like bungee cables around his shoulders, over his crotch. He's got gloves glued on to the metal. He's got his feet glued to the platform. He's not going anywhere.
Doug Jones.
I was going to talk about Elizabeth Warren. Elizabeth Warren was right there cemented with him. But as it got faster and faster, her restraint started to, tear away. And then she was just holding on to her bare hands. And Bernie can't keep her where she is. He got to stay where he is himself. So slowly she got flung off. Now she's out there, out of the election with Hillary. And AOC, when she got elected, she was on the merry-go-round too.
Yeah, almost stealing my damn thunder right now. I want to, because y'all gonna be upset with me on this. You might as well hit that dislike button because this is a I told you so. A long time ago, comedian, and which one was it? Was it Eddie Murphy or was it Sinbad that said it ain't gonna get no better? Martin Lawrence. Martin Lawrence. It ain't gonna get no better. That's what he said. Mm-hmm. You see the decline in your relationship. It ain't gonna get no better. And yeah, he wasn't lying. So AOC, let's just, because I already did my thing on her, but I'm just gonna go through these facts real quick. Things that I heard but forgot, and then I got reminded in one thing TYT was going over. And is it wrong to use? No, they're reporting it, and they want to tell the truth about Politico's piece on AOC. That's the title of it. If you want to go find what they're talking about, the truth about Politico's piece on AOC. And on their screen is Jank and Ananika. I like that name so much more than just Anna. Ananika, beautiful, freaking beautiful. But AOC v. Bernie on how to lead the left. And here's the thing. There are a scant few amount of people on the left. Everyone else, every Democrat out there is on the right, and they have no idea because they just follow with their nose. Follow your nose. That's what they did. So I'm just going to sum this up. Initially, during the View, and this is in the show, I'm using what they said in the show. And I remember hearing this, but it was like, it was for me, water under the bridge, moving on, because save face on the View. But then I remember thinking, no, screw that. But, it's been some time. So AOC on the View said that Nancy Pelosi was the mama bear of the Democrats. Okay, yes. For the Democrats, yes, she is. And that's how it was portrayed. She's talking about the Democrats, not progressives. But the thing is, AOC didn't follow that up as in, she's the mama bear for Democrats, but I'm progressive, and we need to have forward-thinking ideas and not trying to hold on to a tradition that doesn't favor anyone but the wealthy. She doesn't do that. Now, you might say that's nothing because, yeah. All right. Now, after giving a glowing compliment to Nancy Pelosi, all right, queen of the establishment alongside Hillary Clinton, now, in recent times, she she released 2 revolutionary mindset, progressive people on her staff. That right there, that's the nail in the coffin to me. I figured when she gave a glowing response to anything about Nancy Pelosi, it wasn't gonna get no better. But this was her on the merry-go-round, and she started sliding to the edge. That's the glowing review. Now she's on the edge. She releases 2 people, that was a backbone of her. And remember what I said before. I said the movement got her where she is, but she is not for the movement. You got to pay it back. You got to. And she didn't. And she's not. And she's never going to. All she has is rock star power. That's it. That's all AOC is a rock star. Nothing more or less. And when the music, it turns out to be the same and nothing about you is changing, your songs sound the same, your tempo's the same, your lyrics are practically rearranged, people are going to start to notice you and leave you. That's what happens. So, glowing review for Nancy. She fires 2 of some major progressive people, and they're not going to stop being progressive, but she got rid of them. Yeah. And now she has a subtle difference on how to lead the left than Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders doesn't have we need to learn how to lead the left. Bernie Sanders this is my idea, and I wish others would get on board with it. Bernie Sanders isn't trying to be a leader. Not once is he trying to be a leader. Bernie Sanders just wants what's best for everybody else. Not him, us. AOC has done everything she could for herself, but she hasn't done anything for the people that got her where she is. And I'm going to play this right here. I want y'all to hear this. Now remember, Justice Democrats, the people that she fired were part of Justice Democrats, who I thought never did enough. They never did things enough. Cenk Uygur, Kyle Kulinski started Justice Democrats. Ananika Kasparian, heavily on their side, but with warning, with some nuance, she's probably given up because she's noticed how things are. But when you're a progressive that Anna says that she is, you don't give up. You don't compromise. You do not apologize for forward-thinking ideals and values. You do not surrender. There is no negotiation. There is no compromise. For the people, by the people, at all costs. That's it. That's it. You do what you can, and you do not compromise for any establishment, for any Democrat, for any Republican. Forward thinking all the way. So this is what she had to say. Get this damn thing to play. Oh, it is loading. You're making me look bad, YouTube. You're making me look bad. See, my patience are running low. I should have tried to play this after loading OBS Studio. That's what I should have done, but now I've got to go through the whole reloading process. What I'm going to do is I'm going to back it up and play it.
The policies, if you poll the electorate, are popular, but we need to think about the right strategy to pursue in order to really get that message across and let Americans know, hey, you don't need to be afraid to vote for the candidates that want to champion these policies. Instead, we're having this ridiculous conversation about trying to change the establishment from within. Look, the corporate money and the Republican Party has been so successful in shifting the Democratic Party to the right. We talk about the Overton window all the time. And guess what? Change is not easy. So,
you know what? I'm going to let it continue.
Pushing the Democratic Party to the left is going to take a lot of difficult conversations, a lot of fights, right? And a lot of intimidation, I'm sure, from the so-called establishment. But
all right, I'm just going to stop it there. Now, she called, the Democratic takeover and working from within. She basically said it's pointless, it's foolish. However, you got to fight and move everyone that's gone to the right back to the left. Is going to be a hard argument. But here's the thing. Invading the DNC was, well, the brainchild of those two. And I said it was stupid. You need to form your own progressive party. And Anna sees how dumb it is because, honestly, what's happened? The Merry-Go-Round Effect shows the slow corruption of AOC. I guarantee you by this time next year, if you are alive, if she is alive, if I'm alive, you're not going to recognize her. Nancy Pelosi was once like AOC. Once. And it didn't take her long. She changed. Extreme partisan establishment. AOC got around Pelosi. She realized Pelosi's power. She realized what she was truly dealing with there in that Senate. And she didn't give up. And she's going to what? Try to butter up and get close? There's no strategy. Progressives had one strategy. And it was bolstered by Cenk Uygur and Kyle Kalinske. Bull rush in, take it over, show them we mean business, and we will get these elections free and fair for the people so that no matter who is elected, it is honest. And it's not by the money, it's not by the corporations, it's by you, the people, the voters, that popular demand, popular vote, popular need, populist mindset. That's what that was. And it's all been compromised. Quote, you can quote me later. You're going to hate me now. But you will be quoting me later. Because it ain't going to get no better. I guarantee it. I promise you. AOC, she's done. You can't take and not give when it comes to politics. When it comes to anything really. Endorse the thing that got you where you are. And she's firing those things. I'll let you leave that up to the comment section and all this other stuff. What you think, tell me about it. But Sedrik Kennedy, Comparative Reasoning, thank you for listening.